Wow, so this is something super special this time, really special. I purchased it on eBay and yeah, like some people may already see that this is the iBook G3 Clamshell. This is the case which matches the cover. If you look at the back itself, like it looks a kind of illuminator. I will go through characteristics super briefly, you can read by yourself, but the idea is that I just want to show you guys how awesome this thing is after almost 22 years. So if you open this, again, this is the Mac case, again, in a new almost condition. This is the window. Even the charging cable is so different. Look at this, like the styling, the design, it's half transparent with the Apple logo and a kind of blue residue inside. This is awesome. Look, they even managed to have a design for the fork itself. This is amazing. So this is the really close-up look, as you can see. Brilliant. Yo-yo charger. Look at that. This is simply amazing. So this one goes to the socket, and then this one is getting unwrapped and then connected to the iBook itself. But yeah, the style is so iconic. Yeah, there's some small scratches, but come on, for 22 years, that's all right. It's in a really good condition, Look at this. Looking back at this machine, it's just hard to imagine that this thing came up so many years ago. It's kind of futuristic, but this is a completely different Apple. Yeah, if you look here, wow, that is so awesome. This is so freaking awesome. Wow, the color is incredible. This is incredible color. What do we have here? So on the right side, we've got the Ethernet cable. We've got a, I think this one was for the dial-up or phone, but again, another type of connection. We've got a USB and we've got a 3.5 millimeter jack. Then again, the front is quite clean. There is nothing else there. And of course on this side, CD disk driver, and of course the cable for the charging, the power cable. On the back, again, yeah, sure, there's some of the small scratches on the back, but this is how it looks like. We don't really see on modern devices right now, because if you look a bit closer here, I was assembled in Taiwan. Like, it's a bit of a personal touch. You feel like this laptop is something more human. It's not just a machine, but you can treat it as something much more personal. And that's also the handle. So the idea is that you can just carry it just like that. And which is pretty cool, right? Like for that time, especially if you're a school kid. Yeah, this thing is quite heavy, but again, with the handle, it makes it much easier. And once we make it opened, so the famous iBook G3, it is absolutely stunning. So it is in the new condition. If you look there, like it's quite clean. I tried to play some iTunes music from the speaker, and to be honest, yeah, like it's so far from the stereo quality. Like everything looks very futuristic for that particular time. Of course, like the trackpad feels so small comparing to normal modern MacBooks. You have a very like old style keyboard from all of the iBooks. So 300 megahertz processor, amazing PowerPC 750 for the G3 model. This one, again, the RAM can be 32 and then up to 64 megabytes. You can hear the disk drive is moving. You can literally hear the processor. It's quite loud. The fans are loud. Everything is loud. And surprisingly enough, this one has an aftermarket battery. I'm not sure when it has been installed, but yeah, you can literally charge it and use it for quite some time. So I'm also surprised that you can just carry it with you as your laptop. The only problem is that I wasn't able to connect to Wi-Fi for some reason. I don't know, maybe it just doesn't support the WPA protocol, but yeah, I have to double check. But by itself, it's working amazingly fine. Of course, you cannot compare it to the normal model, the modern MacBook. User experience wise, feeling the materials, it's just incredible, seriously. And having it all preserved with the case, Wow, wow, wow. Just look at this. Just look at this. This is something you can't see in the current models. Um, yeah, screen quality, of course, like now it feels a bit mediocre, and including this very small trackpad, but I just say it's fine. Like just as a time capsule, this is simply impossibly amazing. So yeah, it feels very durable, and again, this feels more like a toy. It feels more like a toy. Look at all of these colors. Look at these combinations. Like you can imagine you're sitting somewhere in a Starbucks, and yeah, and working on this, that is just incredible. And you can see like the battery is still 25%, even though I charged it quite a long time ago. So yeah, this is my review of the iBook G3. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm very excited to have this model on board. I started to collect some of the computers from the past that I always wanted to, so this one of them. Another one that I acquired recently was PowerBook G4. I may make another video on that one. And yeah, so let's say collecting some Apple products from the past is amazing because you can see the history, you can see the way company was trying to move from one project ideology to another one, play a bit with the designs, and yeah, like looking at the modern MacBook, you see the legacy, and yeah, like there is nothing but amusement, like just so awesome.